Hello, everyone. I want to share with you once again what I'm looking for as I'm looking for a good entry for my staircase strategy, which is really a swing trading strategy. But here is where I stand right now and what I'm looking for. On the right side, you'll see this watch list, what I call my green list here. And on the top, and these are all Indian companies, those from the US that are watching, you'll be using different companies, but the same principles apply. So with SRF, this company, here's what I'm looking at. I saw at this point, there were two places where it reached to this level of price. I hope you can see my cursor here. And then finally, that price was rejected and then came back up. Price was rejected, came back up. So I began to see where the highs are making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, try to go up again, lower highs, try to go up again, lower highs, and then some sideways move. Now, what I was looking at is this. I observed and I drew what is called a trend line. Okay, I drew this trend line. And if you're not sure how to draw the trend line, you can go to the left here and double click there and click on trend line. And you can click at one location and pull it down to wherever you want. And then you can get the trend line like that. Okay, so I drew the trend line. And my idea is after the trend line is broken and moving up, it's a place for entry. Okay, you can enter at that point. See, look at this. So this is the point. I entered and went further up. And look right here. At that point, before getting to the 200 period moving average, which is the black line right there, there was a profit of 7% approximately. Okay. Now I've exited that because of the 200. I've exited that. I'm just waiting. And now what am I waiting for? Now I'm waiting for this price to come back up and cross the 200. Now, how do I want the best crossing of the 200 will be when there's a bullish green candle pushing out and then a red candle coming back down to retest and then a confirmation with a strong green candle. That's the best approach for a entry from the breakout from this resistance. Remember, the 200 period moving average, the 200 MA is a strong resistance, and I'm waiting for a breakout from the resistance. Okay, so that's one way, a breakout, red candle retest, green candle confirmation. Now there's another way, you'll see right here, there's a breakout, second day, another green candle, third day, and see when on the second day also I get a strong green candle, that's another one where I would look to enter. All right, and that right there would have been about 6, 7, 8% right there. Okay, now, so what am I looking for now? Once this crosses and I re-enter, there's a good possibility of another 7 or 8% before reaching this resistance level right here. So this is a resistance right here. So this is why I put this right here. So yeah, right there. So that's about 9, 10% profit possibility right there. Okay, so that's SRF. CDSL is another one that I have on my watch list. And there was an entry right here where it says A, there was an entry. And then I took the swing up right here, and then I exited 75%, and I'm still right now holding on to 25%. And look what happened to the price. It went down. So 75% of those funds are now available for other good trades. The 25% has gone down. I'm just holding on and waiting. What am I waiting for? I'm waiting for this price to come back now and cross the all-time high, the ATH. I'm waiting for it to cross the all-time high. But even before that, I could get back in and make about 5 to 6% right here. If I get a green moving up today, that's another possibility. Okay, I'm just sharing this so that you can observe what I'm doing. Now, all this time, remember, this is the staircase strategy, and this is the daily chart. And in the staircase strategy, we're using the daily chart, and we want the 20-period moving average, which is my blue line, above the 200-period moving average, and I want it to be moving up somewhat like this, like a staircase, okay? And this looks like a landing on the staircase that I'm waiting for a while, but then I'm hoping to move back up again with this, all right? Now, is it guaranteed that it will break through? No, there's no guarantee. That's why I exited 75% and I'm holding on to 25 as it goes down and taking a small loss, but I'm holding on. I haven't sold yet. Next one, Bharat Electronics, BEL. All right, here's another one where I saw a trend line. Look at this, okay? Where the price came up to the all-time high and it was rejected. It came back down. Look at this. The highs are lower, 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 lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Try to go up again, but then again, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. Try to go up again, lower highs, lower highs. So I'm looking for, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Several times this price had tried to go above this trend line, okay? And now it finally broke through the trend line. Here's an entry. Once it breaks through the trend line, here's an entry. And look at that. Up to this next resistance level. Look at this. Now it's facing resistance. See it going sideways. At this point, get out, take about 6% profit right there. And let me bring it down to about 6, like right there. Take about 6% profit, and then you can get out. The other way is to take about 75% out, okay? Exit 75% and then hold on to 25% and see what happens. Now, what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for the price to break out of this resistance. See this resistance right here? I want the price to break out. Once the price breaks out, I'll re-enter and I'll look for about 10% profit again. You see that, okay? See, here's the trend line that I drew because I saw the price going down. And the trend line, once it's crossed, I'm entering, but then I'm watching it carefully because there's another resistance. See this resistance? It was a resistance here, okay? And then here, it's not really that clear, but there's resistance right here as well at this price point. Okay, all right, so I'm looking for another 10%. RVNL is a similar one where you saw in the last 2 months, we had a lot of downturns, right? Okay, so here it is, RVNL. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. The highs are getting lower, lower, lower. And then once it broke through, there's an opportunity. But look at this. It's a hodgepodge. It's a mix. Nothing's happening. So I didn't enter because I did not see a clear direction of the price. So now I'm waiting for this price to break through this resistance right here. It's a strong resistance that it's messing around with. And I wanted to break through that resistance. And once it breaks through clearly, look at this, over 30% possibility to the all-time high. Okay, not bad, not bad. But the key is I've got to hold on to cash and wait and wait and wait for this to break through. If I'm holding cash and I think, oh no, I've got to invest it somewhere, I've got to invest it somewhere. No, that's not the right way. The key is to hold on to cash, hold on to cash, hold on to cash, and wait for the best opportunities that you can identify. Okay, the next one, PFC. Again, PFC, look at that. Lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. I drew a trend line. There's a breakout, but the breakout is not clear. But I want to see what happens here because see this level of support resistance, and it broke through the day before yesterday, and yesterday red candle coming down to where? Down to the 200. Look at that. The 200 and this, both of this acting together like a strong resistance. But let's see, if today is an upward move, this is an entry that I'm interested in. That would be about 19% to the all-time high. All right. Okay, FACT. All right, here it is. This support resistance line, including this 200. acting as a support. Look at that. The price went down, started at the all-time high and started making lower highs, right? Look at that. And then finally, it got to the 200 period moving average, and it looks like it's bouncing off like a rubber band. It's bouncing off the 200, and but nothing's really firm yet. Nothing has been confirmed yet. So once I get a confirmation move up, and I would want to enter, looking at about 15 to 18% profit margin here, up to this resistance level. There's much more beyond that. Look, let's see. I'm going to take this price range calculator and then see how much we can make from this resistance to the all-time high. See, look at that. That's about 14, 15%. Okay, this is how you want to enter. You don't want to enter because somebody says, oh, that's a good company. Somebody says, oh, that's flying, this is moving. Or you hear some news reports. You don't want to do that. Just stick with the technicals. Also, don't look at the colors or numbers, or it went down this much, it's negative, it's red, it's green. Please don't look at the red and green to give you a buying signal. You want to look carefully at the charts and look at the technicals, okay? All right, look at KEI. All right, with KEI, see this? Resistance, support. That line stays right there. And that line has come in conjunction with the 200 period moving average. And the 20 is coming together, coming down, all of this coming together right here. And actually, I did not draw that horizontal line. And for support and resistance, if you draw that line right there, see that? Looks like the 200, the support resistance line, and the 20 are all converging together right here. Something has to happen, okay? Something has to happen. What will happen? I have no idea, okay? I have no idea. But if it goes down, fine, I'll leave it. But if it goes up and I get a clear confirmation, I may be looking at about, 15 to 18% profit right here. Look at this. See, once I get a clear direction, 15 to 18% profit next to up to the next next resistance level. Now, if that resistance level is crossed, look at this, another 5%. Okay, so these are ways I'm looking at my watch list. Okay, M&M. Okay, M&M. Not really looking so clear, but if there's a clear breakout from here, and there's a move up from here, but I would want to break out from this resistance. Once that breaks out, there's another 7% chance right there. Look at that, to the all-time high. All right, LIC Housing Finance is the last one that I'm observing. And this one, I drew this trend line and it seems to have broken out, but I'm not convinced yet, but I'm waiting for this resistance level to get crossed. Okay, now these are my holdings right here, okay? One is CAMS, okay? And this is what I'm waiting for. What am I waiting for? Well, I'm waiting for a positive move here. Nothing has really happened, just kind of going up and down. And right now, I'm sitting at a profit of just about 1.5%. Nothing, nothing to write home about. That's nothing to get excited about, but that's okay. I've entered because of this this positive move right here. So please don't enter any of these trades because I am entered in them. Polycab is another one I have entered, and you can see this is my entry point, the Z right there. But it got rejected and came back down. That wasn't a good entry at all because I was too close to the all-time high. All right, and then another one is IOC. All of these are not looking good, but that's why I'm looking at these others for a good entry. See, the IOC has dropped down from my entry, and so that was not a good entry either. Axis Bank also has gone down, and these are all negative territory, and I'm just waiting for a positive move. And here's Exide Industries, same thing. All right, here's BHEL, same thing, it's gone down. NFL, And of course, all of these being down, you might be wondering, how are you going to make money? Well, I will let you know at the end of the month where I stand, and then and then we'll see. All right, that heavy downturn has actually got me to focus even more clearly, and got me to the point where I'm thinking that I want to hold on to cash longer. Okay, I want to hold on to cash longer and wait for the best entry opportunities that I can find. Okay, so this is where I stand right now. And if you have questions, please put your questions on the bottom, and let me know. And I'd love to connect with you, and we'll talk about this. All right. Thank you. Have a good day. God bless you.